It's your girl, Kim.
Hey, it's your girl. It's your girl, Krystal.
On them ones and twos, we back in that thing.
What's up, guys?
Welcome to episode 3 of the Charm School Show podcast.
Hey.
So I'm super excited about this. I'm drinking a margarita right now. Krystal Sober Sally.
I'm drinking water because your girl just came from the gym. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to get my body right because I'm going to Cancun next month. And my birthday's at the end of the month, so I'm just trying to get I'm at least lose like 3 pounds.
Okay, that's a blessing. That's really good. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and tell a little bit of business. So last week I went and did this thing with an agent here in Dallas, and I'm like a size 14.
Okay.
And she was like, oh, I really want to submit you for something, but they're looking for 16. Do you think you can get in there? I said, I'll go to Chick-fil-A as soon as I leave. So that's all I'm doing, y'all, is trying to make myself marketable
right.
for across the board.
That makes total sense.
So I'm going to drink that.
Mad at it.
No, she told me, she was like, don't you dare do that. She said, because then you're going to gain it in the wrong spots. Don't do that. I was like, all right.
That's hilarious, though.
You know what happened, though? While we're talking about this is so random. Then we're going to really get to the show, guys.
Yeah.
While we were down there, you know how you told me to park under in the valet? Bitch, I must have been halfway to Louisville after I left because I had to go run some errands. Mind y'all's business, but I had to go run some errands. I looked down in my little thingy in the middle. What's that thing called? In the middle between the chairs.
Yeah, the console.
Console.
Okay, I had to think about it myself. I'm like, this is Jeopardy?
What is the thingy in the middle? I know what thingy I was thinking. It's always in the middle, always on time.
Woo,
but
long and strong.
Why was there some other keys there? Some other a full set of
a valet left the keys.
Left somebody else's car keys in my car, and I was like, what are they gonna do? Because I'm not coming back downtown. So I called, nobody answered. I left a message, didn't hear back. Called back the next day again. I was like, well, I'm gonna try one more time before I reprogram these and they my keys because it was another Altima. So I was like, before I reprogram.
So it had your keys and obviously your keys, because otherwise your car would have stopped.
Exactly.
Right? Okay.
So I was like, yo, y'all did this. They're like, oh my God, you think you can bring them back?
So luckily the car, they didn't have to move that other Altima that day.
I don't know what they did.
They would have been like, what if the person who owned the car came out and they're looking for their car, or they're trying to get in their car and it's like, oh, sorry, ma'am, we don't have your keys.
I would have lost my fucking mind. Yeah. I gotta go. What you mean you don't have my keys?
I got things to do.
Yeah, so anyways, I ended up having to meet the manager in my Papado's parking lot up the street so he could get the keys. But he did say I don't have to pay for parking when I go back, so.
Yes. Did you tell him you got friends that also go to that same parking lot?
I got friends in low places, sir. Can you hook everybody up?
And why I gotta be low places?
Because I was thinking Garth Brooks.
Yeah. We got friends in low
places where the whiskey...
That's that Oklahoma coming out
in the Oasis.
I know the Oasis part. Anyways, so let's move on with our show.
Yes. Have you guys listened to last week's episode? That was really deep.
So deep. You want to know something? I haven't listened to last week's episode.
Oh, you need to. It's good.
And the reason is because it's like I don't know. I feel like I don't know. It's
because you was telling your soul.
Yeah, I was telling my truth, and I have to listen to it because I think that's just another level of accepting what is.
Mm-hmm. No, here's the thing. I've gotten several DMs about that particular episode.
Really?
Yeah, so people have loved it. One person said, I was asleep on y'all, but now I'm awake.
Yes.
And I said, oh, okay. He was like, it was a really, really good episode.
Yeah.
Another guy was saying, oh my gosh, I'd love to be a part of that conversation.
I got a couple of those too. And I want to make that conversation like a thing. I want to do a live episode with that because I really want the men to step up and talk about it.
Exactly. I want to talk about I want to talk about their daddy issues, like how it's affected them, but I also want to talk about why y'all be leaving. Yeah. Why y'all don't be handling y'all's responsibilities.
Child, we got a lot to talk about on that subject, but I did get some DMs concerning that episode, but I'm gonna listen to it, and I don't know why. That's like the only episode that I have not listened or watched us do at the end, so that says something.
Go push play.
I need healing, y'all. Y'all pray for me.
Take it to the altar, Father.
I'm gonna leave it there because that's what I said in the last thing. But I really have to leave it there, and I think that'll be a part of the healing process. Really, is to actually go back and listen to me talk about my issues.
Now, would you share that with your mom or anybody else to listen to, like your family?
So I was in Oklahoma this past weekend with my mom. It was her birthday. Yay.
Happy birthday, Mama.
Yeah, she's so awesome. She's so funny. That's a whole nother
Y'all
story.
was looking like y'all was having fun, too.
Legit, we did. Like, she was bowling and everything.
I said y'all did everything. Y'all went movies, bowling, restaurant. I was like, okay.
Burnt a hole in my pocket. What you mean? Then she wanted to go out to eat. That was $100 for the and I was just like, Lord God, is you my man or my mama? Okay,
Father God.
No, but what was I saying? Oh, I was telling you guys that I told my mom about the episode. I was like, Mom, I got something to tell you. We had an episode about daddy issues. She was like, y'all are going to, or you did? And I said, we did it already. And she was like, oh, okay, that's cool. She was like, I had to stop watching y'all.
Oh no! Why for?
She said our videos were too much for her.
We was talking to her.
We was probably saying cuss words and things like that. But on a lighter note, when I went to church while I was in Oklahoma, Pastor Coleman said, y'all need to keep doing them videos. I said, okay. He's like, y'all have something special. Keep doing it.
Okay, well, you want to sow into the ministry so we can get an editor?
Right. And I told him that's what it was. I was like, it's hard and, whatever. But
so I would love to get back to it. I do miss being in front of the camera.
Me too. I ain't gonna lie though. I mean, I kind of enjoy being in my sweats.
Baby girl, I ain't got no brown. I'm just living my best life.
I just told you I came from the gym smelling like the gym.
Andre came in. He's like, "What you got those out for? Mind your business." I've been home all day.
Headlights on. You hear me?
I've been home. All right. So what are we talking about today, though?
Well, we have a new segment, Kim. Or we want to tell them what we're talking about?
Tell them the thing, and then we'll.
What's the thing?
Tell them what we're gonna talk about, and then we'll introduce the new segment.
Okay, so today we are talking about when to let go, like in a relationship. Like, when is the time to let go? Like, what are the signs? And not only what are the signs, but how to actually let go. I think this is a crucial topic because we just be staying in stuff way too long, and it's time to let it go.
Right,
Frozen.
let it go. Right, let it go. And it might not be you. Maybe you listening to this for your friend.
Yeah,
who keep on going back to that person who know they doing them wrong.
Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm just saying in general, we all have shits where we know we should have left and we stayed.
We stay, but we gonna get into that because, child, I got plenty.
We got a word for y'all, so make sure you stay tuned for that for sure. Stay
tuned. So let's get into our new segment.
Yes.
It's called WWKKD. So what would Kim and Krystal do? So in this segment, we're just going to talk about different scenarios and, like, talk it out. Like, what would you do?
And if you have something that you want us to evaluate in this new segment, send it to us. Make sure you DM us or email us. We'll talk about it.
Let's talk about it. So the first WWKKD, no shade on Jesus though.
No, because Jesus, what you do is what I would really hope to do.
Right.
Even though I might not make it. Right. But I would definitely hope to.
But yes, Lord, be with us in our what we would do.
Grow me, Father. Grow me, Lord.
So the first one is, Kim, and Krystal, what would you do if you caught your best friend sleeping with your husband and or boyfriend, and like they've been having a legit relationship for the past months? What would you do?
Everybody's dead.
Oh.
Everybody is dead.
Oh my.
I've been betrayed by my bestie and my boo.
No. That's a toughie, man.
You better not have a gun in that house. We all dying today. Don't have you.
Oh shit! Look.
It's okay. We don't like the same type.
So. We don't, and we have never. Most of my friends, we just don't have the same type, and that's good, and that's a good thing. And
so
that's
it's never. But like that's just a hurt on a whole different level. How would you approach it?
You know, I think that my first reaction or feeling may be anger and outrage, and so I think the first person I would probably aim that towards is my best friend.
Yeah.
And the reason is, like, guys cheat. You know what I'm saying? And you can almost kind of maybe 50-50 it if your man gonna cheat on you at one point or another. And in the lifespan, if you're married or, you know, in a relationship.
Right, because I'm watching Greenleaf right now, and niggas be cheating. The pastor cheating.
Yes.
The wife done cheated. Like, everybody done cheated, Lord.
Right. And, like, what are the odds? So, I think that's why, but for my best friend to be a part of that, like, my best friends are close. Like, y'all know what's going on in my life. Like, I'm that friend that spills the beans on what's going on in my life. So y'all know me. You know what I'm saying? So if you know me and you know more than likely, you know, how me and my man husband, how much I love him, what I do for him, what he does for me, blah, 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 and you go sleep with him, like, I'm pissed at you for not being a good friend. I'm mad at you for betraying me. Like, and then I don't know, like, if I would actually be able to, I wouldn't be able to be friends with her anymore.
Because the trust is broken. Yeah. The trust is broken. And it's kind of weird because, you know, like a spouse or somebody can cheat on you and you all can work through that and there's forgiveness or whatnot. But with the friend, I think that's so different because, well, not so different, but it's just different because, man, you're my sister. Yeah. You're my sister. And like you said, we have this established bond. And while I've been sitting to you here complaining to you about this man, you going behind my back and are y'all laughing at me?
Right.
Like, and how did this even start? Like, I've got so many questions.
Why did you let it continue? Like, as like, why did you, as a friend, if you want my man, you know what I'm saying? Why did you still let all of this for me to still be with him? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why was it okay for me to be the fool for both of y'all?
Exactly. And like because I'm gonna blame it on him. So when he first approached you or like first hit on you, like, why didn't you stop or why didn't you tell me? Like, it makes me think of almost like the Jordan situation with Khloe. You know, like... Oh, yeah. So, like, do you think that she was wrong for not saying anything to Khloe Kardashian, like, when he tried to kiss her?
Okay, so here's the degree of separation, though. Like, how close are they?
They're like sisters. She feel like that's her little sister.
She felt like that was her little sister, although that was her sister's best friend.
But, yeah, she grew up.
So, I feel like that should have been an automatic let me tell Khloe about your, like, let me tell you about your man trying to push up on me. Right. I really think that I will say that sometimes that may be hard as a friend to go to your friend and say, hey, your man is trife. He tried to push up on me. That might be hard. But what's not hard is for you to deny him. To say, no, bruh, this is not gonna happen.
It's a no-go.
It's a no for me, dog. You know what I'm saying? That part should be easy. And telling your friend is not gonna be as easy, but it's something that you have to do.
Listen, I had that situation though where I had a friend's man push up on me, like was sending me DMs and all that. And I immediately shut it down. I screenshot all the DMs and I sent them to her. Wow. And me and her fell out. Like, she didn't want to be my friend anymore, and she stayed with him for a few years later.
And that's why I said it may be hard to tell the friend, because they might look at you different and thinking that it's your fault or that you did, you know what I'm saying?
And I'm just like, I was just fine. I'm sorry.
Right.
I didn't do nothing.
They may think like you're hating or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you just hating because you want my man. Whatever. Women can be petty. We can be very petty. But if it's your BFF, and that's what I was going to say too, it's kind of like, is there a degree of separation for this situation to happen? Like, what if one of your friends of a friend was talking to your man? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
More of an associate versus your best friend. Best friend automatically off.
And then the associate, we're not that close anyway. So like you getting a black eye for sure.
We boxing.
Yeah. And all of my real friends are jumping in too. So it's going down.
It's going down. So yeah. I don't know.
But could you forgive your partner though?
Oh yeah, let's get back to him. I'm talking all about the friend. No. I would have to go ahead. Okay, wait. Let's come back.
How long we been married?
Exactly. Because here's the thing: if it's your husband, I think it's a different ball game.
It's a different conversation for sure.
It's definitely a different conversation. There is gonna be a lot of talking, and there is gonna be a lot of counseling, and then after that, I will decide if I'm going to stay.
Right.
There will have to be some actions on his behalf that actually, I guess, would attest to him trying to get better and not being a cheater. But however, if it was just my boyfriend, you out of there.
Like, can I trust you out of another friends get together? Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. To me, that's I don't know. I'd rather you cheat with somebody I don't know. Like, if you come into the house, like, to me, that's just a big level of disrespect.
That's super big. Oh my God.
Like, it was a real big fuck you. Fuck your relationship with that person. Like, nah, I don't know if there's any coming back from that.
Yeah, it's tough. This question really came from me watching A Million Little Things. I'm just now getting on to that show.
Is it new or old? I don't know anything about it.
I don't know how old it is, but it's on Hulu, so it's old enough for the whole season to be on Hulu. Okay. But it came on ABC, so I don't know when the next. I don't know. I'm just now getting onto it. But that's basically what happened. Is that the husband? I ain't gonna tell y'all all of it, but you'll get the gist in the first episode. That the husband committed suicide. His wife had been having an affair with his best friend, and they're a group of friends actually that they all been hanging out. They go to hockey games and all this kind of stuff, and so they were very close, like friends.
Is that why he committed suicide?
You gotta watch the show.
Oh, I can't wait to watch it.
It's so good. I'm so into it, but. Yeah, so that's where the question came from, because there's a lot of forgiveness in there. There's a lot of, but I still love him. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if the two? Okay, so what if your best friend and your boyfriend wanted to really be in a relationship? Like, what if they were like, all right, fine, Kim is out of here. We finally got rid of her. And then, they just continue to be in a relationship. How hurtful would that be?
Oh, my... Like I said, everyone is dead, B. Everyone's dead in these streets. It ain't no coming back. For real. And what if I got kids? So now my kids got to be around?
Bruh, there's kids involved.
Oh, totally no. Kids involved. That's so messy. It is so
Isn't it messy?
And then, I also think about the rest of the friends, because usually friends come in groups.
Yes.
So I'm just how are you looking at that person now and how they move? You know what I mean? Can you trust them? Right. They can't bring the potato salad. I don't trust you.
Yeah.
I don't trust anything you do.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, that's pretty much the gist of it. It's kind of you messed up a whole group of friends.
Right. We can't even go bowling no more. You done messed up the whole thing.
The whole group. So, girl, watch the show.
I can't wait to watch. I want to know what y'all would do. Tweet us or DM us or whatever. We want to know your responses. What would you do in this situation if your best friend and your man or your woman were messing around? I needs to know.
I know both of them will be out of my life.
Yeah, to me, that's just it. To me, like I said, I think it would be easier if it was a stranger, because to me, it's easier to cut off communication and ties versus someone who's been a part of our lives.
Yeah, and for me, with a guy, it's so, as soon as I find out you got another somebody, I'm out. That's the biggest turnoff. I'm just automatically out. I'm not number two. I'm not your extra. And it's so automatic for me to just cut you off. And it's just okay, because you dumb, because you're an idiot. It wasn't my fault.
And what was it about my friend? Like, I have so many questions. And when did y'all have time? Where were y'all meeting at?
Your house. While you was...
while I was working overtime.
While you was working overtime.
All right.
You would be like Angela Davis and what's
Angela
her name?
Get your
Angela
shit.
Davis.
Get your shit and get out. Was you a white woman for how many years?
Yeah, you be lighting cars on fire.
Hell yeah. No, I got a temper. Especially because I have been cheated on before, and like in that case, it was a coworker. And like, we worked together.
Oh, your ex-husband your ex-husband cheated on you with your coworker.
Yeah.
Say what?
And so that kind of sucks because she wasn't a friend, but she was a work friend.
You knew her.
I knew her, and we went out on double dates. Yeah, like with her husband and stuff like that. So that was a huge form of betrayal as well. And like, I didn't fight her, and that's still one of my regrets to this day.
But you didn't.
That I didn't fight her because I called her and I said, I'm on my way to your job. I'm coming up there. I'm about to fuck you up. And I didn't go. Aww. I didn't go. And I'm just like...
Well, that could have been God protecting you from going to jail.
That's what I said. I got too much to lose to go to this university and go beat this woman up because campus police don't come and get me. And I had like processed everything. But I had some backup. I had a little bit of backup
I know you did.
That said, when we going? When you ready to roll up there?
Let's go. Let me know what time.
We'll meet her in the parking lot.
All black or what?
You get tennis shoes. Who bringing the Vaseline?
Who bringing the Vaseline?
Yeah, but if I ever see you again, I ain't gonna let it happen twice. Cause I still remember.
Oh, well, sister, if you out there listening,
you still ain't safe.
You better bob and use your weave, cause it's about to come and whoop your ass.
You still ain't safe. All right, I ain't forgot.
You're so stupid.
Shit, was playing Uno and shit together.
So y'all was playing Uno. They talking about draw too.
They was talking about the draws. Wrong draws, brother. Wrong one.
Oh my God. So you really have lived this.
I have. I didn't realize it until we started talking this shit out. So I was like, A plus B equals C. Wait a minute.
You done been there. Oh wow.
Done that. Yeah. Shit.
I haven't had that happen. Like been cheated on with my best friends or whatever. However, I've had guys that were dating my friends like try to approach me, and I had to be like, are you serious? And told my friend, but it was a hard tell. That's why I said it's hard to tell.
It's a hard tell.
I've been there, but nah, like, dudes are trifling. And more so, it was just kind of like, girl, I mean, because we obviously weren't married, and so it's kind of like, girl, you need to know how trash he is.
Right, for real, before you step this up.
He's so trashy that he came at me, and he knows we're best friends.
So if he's doing that to me, guess what he's doing to everybody else? Yeah. That's something to consider. Yeah. If he's fucking with this girl who's your closest, he has no boundaries, no morals. He'll fuck with anybody.
Girl, anybody. Mm-hmm. And he thought, it really pissed me off, because I was just like, what type of person do you take me for?
Right!
Like, I was like,
are you
serious? Girl, I want to. I was just like, I cannot believe you. But, anywho, child.
I'm about to pour me another drink before we talk about anything else.
Okay, well, should we go to a break?
Let's take a break, y'all. I got to gather myself, because Krystal done brought up all these damn memories with this question.
Oh, Lord. I can't let you go to Oklahoma by yourself no more.
Hell nah, nigga. We on the hunt. We on the motherfucking hunt. Next time we go. All right?
All right, girl.
Okay, let's take a break. We'll be right back to talk about when to let go. Because if this shit's going down...
You need to let that go, Kim. You need to let that go.
Right, you right. You sure enough right. All right, y'all. We'll be right back.
I know you guys are enjoying this episode of the Charm School Show, but let me remind you to go follow us on Instagram at the Charm School Show and on Facebook, where you will find all of our live shows and our newest updates that you do not want to miss. And if you want us to come out for a live show, just go ahead and email us, thecharmschoolshow@gmail.com. All right, back to the show.
Go for it. And we're back.
Yes.
Oh, whispering ass. Oh, I'm sorry. Can I? Carl, can I ask?
Oh, you got jokes today. It's the margarita.
I'm on my second one, y'all.
Lord, I guess I should be drinking. So let's get into the topic at hand. When to let go. L-I-G. Who says that? Wait. Let it go. Was that Kevin Hart? I think so. Anyways, it was really.
I was like, don't spell for me right now. I told you this was my second margarita. I was like, what letters?
ABC 1, 2, 3 have an ass. Shut up. Okay, so we're gonna talk about when is it time to go? Like when is it time to throw in the deuces?
Yeah.
So let's talk about when.
Because a lot of times in relationships, and like I said earlier, if it's not you, maybe it's somebody you know, we tend to give a lot of chances to people. We stick around even though we're not happy or being fulfilled and things that aren't really serving us. So I think it's really important for us to decide that, hey, there's a time limit. There are certain signs that you got to see. Right. And so you can start living your best life and quit running after somebody.
Right. So I would highly suggest with some of the things that we're going to point out to recognize them. Right. So you just don't want to stay in it too long. Like it's not necessary. So there's
not a time limit.
There's not a time limit, except there is a time to go. Like there isn't a time limit. It could be the next day. It could be that same day, but it shouldn't be a year later when you. Let's talk about one thing you should definitely leave or let the relationship go. It's like if you're being disrespected.
Oh, hell, number one, ding, ding, ding.
Right? So, like, that should be like, I got to go.
And there's different forms of disrespect. So, like, it can be as extreme as, like, physical type of abuse or anything like that you need to get away from. Comments or someone talking down to you or talking about you crazy, versus maybe they're not respecting your opinions on things or your feelings about certain subjects. I think that's a form of disrespect.
Absolutely.
Get my words out.
Yeah, disrespect is it's a pretty broad thing. Like I mean I feel like some things that may be disrespectful to me may not be disrespectful to somebody else. But if I voice the fact, like, I don't know. You know what used to like bother me? I don't know if this is more disrespect or whatever, but I used to hate when people be like, kill yourself.
Oh yeah, I don't like that.
To me, that's disrespectful. And so for somebody else, it may not be disrespectful. But if you don't hear the fact that I'm saying, can you please stop saying that? And I feel like that disrespects me, then if they continue to say it, then I gotta go.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what? And don't yell at me or cuss at me. Like I understand we can get upset at each other, and I know sometimes my voice gets up at a couple notches.
Yeah.
But don't yell back at me.
Yeah, definitely don't. And you know what? I can say that I've definitely been in an argument where it's kind of, same thing. But there is still a level of respect that a person has to have. But they can't be disrespectful, like, I wouldn't say regular. They shouldn't be disrespectful at all. But to actually be disrespectful in the sense of, like you said, like, talking bad or talking down on you, talking, negative on you, which kind of goes into our next point, which is when someone makes you feel inferior.
Yeah.
Like you're not special enough, or you're like almost like you just need to be glad that I'm here with you. Someone that just makes you feel small.
Right, and they're like playing on your insecurities or your low self-esteem to make themselves feel or appear bigger in your life, like that's a sign that you need to leave because they're absolutely controlling and it's not healthy or safe. Like, I'm trying to think if there's a situation that I've had, because I can always point a situation in my life. But no, I don't think there's been a situation where I've been made to feel small, but that's because I kind of know myself. You know what I mean? But if you don't, I think you can easily kind of be trapped in those type of situations. So it's definitely something to keep an eye on. Girl, who called you?
I'm so sorry, guys. So sorry.
Yeah, I'm being so
Key number 1 is to turn your phone off when you're recording.
Because that's disrespectful to me.
That is disrespectful to all y'all, and I'm so sorry. So much so I turned my ringer off.
I'm just like, so what is it?
Nobody ever calls me anyway. It's like, what the hell?
Right now.
Well, right now while we record. Anyways.
Yeah.
But one thing that I find that when people start to, or I will say when a man, and this could happen both ways, but since we're women, let's
talk about you men.
So when a man starts to make you feel inferior, a lot of times that can go into some deeper type of stuff of abuse. And we're talking about disrespect into making you feel small, and that almost goes into the abuse category. Because that's something that, so a man can definitely like make you feel like, oh, you're the one, like you won the prize, which is me, and da-da-da. And if they know that you're that type of person, that you're that insecure and that you don't like really value yourself, they can try to make you feel inferior and make you feel like you're nothing, and that's a dangerous place to be. Yeah,
and you know what else I think about, like how you can get in those situations, like maybe if you're in a sugar daddy type of relationship and you're like depending on someone to provide for you, and they are like controlling almost every aspect of your life, yet they out running the streets and doing what they want to do. Like those are the type of situations that you really need to be careful in, because like, and I see a partnership as we're equal, we're growing in this together, we're going and moving together, not you domineering over me and telling me what to do all the damn time.
Yeah, I've actually come across someone that's kind of what's going on. Like, it's like he's controlling her to the point where, you know, if she doesn't answer the phone, you know, the next time she does, like, she about to hear it, or she's just like doing the most for this. So it's kind of like like you said, the dominant versus the inferior. But if you're in that situation, definitely don't be afraid to seek help and all that type of stuff. But we'll talk about how to get out in a second.
But recognize that as a sign that maybe this ain't for you.
Maybe it ain't for you. You should not feel less. So that goes into the next one, which is when you're feeling complacent or have a resentful mindset in your relationship, where maybe your trust is continuously being broken and you're holding on to that. That's a nasty place to be.
Terrible place. I can think of like when I knew with my ex-husband's situation, because y'all, I ain't really been in that many relationships, so that's why I'll go back. But like when I was in that relationship, I remember getting to the point of like, well, just fuck it. I mean, it is kind of what it is, and like not seeing the hope for how or it could get better or anything like that, and then just kind of like resenting him, like, you know what, if you weren't here, maybe I would be following some of my passions. Like, I always had a drive to be creative and to do some artsy stuff. Yeah. And then I always felt kind of stifled, like that part of me I couldn't do that part. And so that's how I knew it wasn't for me, because I wanted to travel and see the world, and you didn't want to leave, you know, this state. So we weren't the same.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing. Like, when you start to lose who you are, which is another thing that we put down for this, is just like losing who you are, like sacrificing your personal values. That can be a sign to go ahead and get up out that thing. You know, like I feel like I dealt with that with the situation. Like, when it comes values, excuse me, maybe I need a margarita.
You need some tequila? Some tequila.
Some tequila. Can I get some tequila, please?
Okay, sorry.
Whoa, that was
was that racist?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, sorry, guys. Don't leave us. I apologize.
Shame on you, Kim. Shame on you. We just had International Women's Day. You over here doing stuff. Anyways.
Well, I'm Native.
Okay. Anyways.
So
now I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, my values.
Yeah, your values.
So I feel like I've had situations where I felt like my values were going to be compromised, and that was a deal breaker for me. Mm-hmm. It was kind of like, oh, you don't want to, like, go to church. Like, going to church is a big thing for me. Mm-hmm. And I was finding myself starting to drift away from that because I know that was something that he didn't really do. Mm-hmm. And so at that point where I'm like, I'm really compromising my values,
right?
The things that are important to me. Then I knew like it was time to let it go.
Well, yeah, you know what? Even with me, like when I started dating after my divorce and whatnot, like I was dating some people who was hella questionable, that had questionable employment, mm-hmm. Doing things that weren't quite legal, mm-hmm. and like I would be making excuses like, well, I mean, it's cool though, and it gives me access to stuff I like, and mm-hmm. like maybe this is okay. But then just thinking about it, now Kim, do you really want this person to even be around your kids?
Wow.
Like in the long run? And then like when I started asking myself those type of questions, I was like, you know what, this shit ain't never gonna work. Let me go ahead and let this nigga go who wasn't gonna be faithful or commit no way.
Anyway, child, it's really easy. It kind of ties into the disrespect. This all ties together, really. Mm-hmm. The fact that you can easily drift off of mm-hmm. like because you can really start liking somebody and not see the red signs mm-hmm. or the red flags, and it's kind of like when sometimes you have to actually step back to say, hey, am I supposed to still be in this relationship or am I not? Because like I said, like when you start not acting like yourself, or that person is not helping you be the best you,
right?
Then it's time to think about, hey, should I be in this or should I let it go? And I think that if that person is causing you to be different in a negative way, mm-hmm. then it's time to exit.
Yeah, absolutely. When I knew I was sleeping in and missing church on Sundays, I was mm-hmm. like, you know what? And you not trying to get up and go? Mm-hmm. We not the same, brother. Well,
let's talk about on a different hand that when you should probably let it go is like when you're trying too hard. Oh. If you have to try too hard to get his attention, to get his time, mm-hmm. to get him with the to have conversation, like that may be a sign that he's just not into you. Can I insert this real quick? My mama bought me that book, He's Just Not That Into You.
Have you read it?
I read half of it, and I was just like, thanks, Mom.
Well, this nigga wasn't into me.
He wasn't into me now. I get it. No, but it's a good read for like a 20-year-old. But it's true. It stands true today.
To this day, like hindsight is hella 2020. Like to think about that, like dudes when they aren't giving you their attention anymore, that means they're giving it to somebody else.
Yeah.
And so that's when it might be time to kind of back because who wants to fight for that? Like I shouldn't have to fight for you to give me affection or like for you to check on me or for you to text me or call me. Like that shouldn't be an argument. That's just a natural in a relationship.
Yeah, because when you are having to put too much energy into it, mm-hmm. like it should be a little bit easier than hard for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, with communication, because I mean that's like a basic. Now I know y'all men don't like to communicate, so correct us if we wrong. But like a text throughout the day or something just to see how I'm doing, to check mm-hmm. on my well-being, mm-hmm. that's normal. Come on.
Yeah, and even in the later stages though, I think all of this, like you'll get to see probably after 3 months mm-hmm. into the 6-9 month stages, like who this person like kind of is more and more, to see like now at this point he should be calling.
Right.
At this point, he should be consistent about trying to pursue me and mm-hmm. like, let's go do this, or having different conversations, and if you're trying to draw those things out of him and it's like month 9, 12, 15 and you still can't get him to
Take you on a date, baby. He ain't never gonna do it. Yeah, he's not gonna do it. And where was that in? I think I was telling you about, maybe it was Steve Harvey or something, that said that we as women often make it way too easy for men, like by giving them the play-by-play of what we exactly want. The blueprint. And like once they get us, sometimes they fall off and they don't do those things as often. Right. And it's because maybe that was outside of his character to begin with. And he wasn't ever planning on keeping that up. So if you are not meeting the needs of what I need in a relationship, and you aren't even trying to adjust to do that, then we ain't gonna work out, because I'm not fighting you for 50 years, brother.
Listen, ain't nobody got time for that.
I ain't got time. I'm moving on to the deacon.
So tell me this, Kim. Okay, when is it time to let go when it comes to commitment time? Like, what about, like, okay, you met, because, you know, I had this situation, and I was fenced to let it go.
It's hard.
And so it was kind of like, so just to be candid, like, you know, I really liked this guy, and everything was going pretty smoothly. But at one point, I was kind of like, okay, wait, we had a checkpoint here. And I felt like, maybe I shouldn't have addressed it the way that I did. But
whatever, it happened.
When do you get to say, he's not really trying to make things work. He's not trying to be committed. He's not trying to be in a relationship, even though that's what his words kind of said in the beginning, like, oh yeah, I'm looking to be in a relationship. I want this, I want that. And then, but you never actually asked me to be your girlfriend. Right. Like, at what point do you let go when he doesn't ask you to be his girlfriend?
I think you let go as soon as you stop feeling the effort. And you let go because that will wake them up, so they'll come after you and chase you, or that'll give them some relief, and they'll be like, ooh, shit, well, I ain't gotta do nothing no more. Right. You know what I mean? So I think as a woman, and like, I heard some bullshit the other day on the internet that you sent me, and we can address that dude another day. But just about, I think it's still important, if you are talking to someone for like 3 months, whatever, I think it's completely okay to say, hey, what are we doing? And where are we going? And if they aren't moving at the pace that you want to move at, then it is completely okay to cut that nigga off. Cut the nigga off, because if he really, really wants you, he gonna come after you. Because I've seen what it's like for somebody to go ahead and change their whole life to be like, all right, well, fuck it. If I'm about to lose it, I'm about to make it happen. And so, like, and that's what dudes will do, because they are natural hunters. Right. And so if he ain't hunting, he don't want it.
All right, so here's another question I have for you. So say you're in a relationship and all of that, but things start to change. And it's really easy for us to call it quits. A lot of us. Oh, I'm not a quitter, but for a lot of people, it's easy to be like, you know what? I mean, a lot of times I do be like, I'm done. Let me stop lying.
But we be done, but not done.
But we don't be done. And so that's the thing. Like, do you think that is the reason why maybe there's a lot of divorces, or that relationships don't last as long these days? Is because we let go so easily?
Yeah, because I think we talked about this on the last episode. I think a lot of us aren't prepared for conflict and what that looks like, and how to make things work, and how to disagree the right way, and then how to grow and move on from that. And like, I know I wasn't prepared for it, because like I said, the first time in my marriage and we was arguing, wait, what? David and Vanessa didn't do that. What you mean? Yeah. And so, because I didn't see how to resolve conflicts in a healthy way. But like, what I've been learning as I grow up is that, you know what, you're not always going to agree, and you're not alone. Because we went to this thing called couples therapy, and it was really, really refreshing to see couples at all stages, from whether they had just met on Tinder and got married in like 3 months because they had a young couple, and then they had a couple that had been together like 15, 20 years. And still seeing that they have these disagreements, some of them really major, but they were able to make it by like having, you know, mentor couples and like going to counseling and like discussing these issues. But like, it really just let me know that people got shit at every level. It's just about how you approach it. But I think in our age, and I know we've talked about this, I mean, we got Tinder, we got Bumble, we got all these options. We got a smorgasbord.
Yeah.
That as soon as somebody fuck up, we'll be like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna swipe to the next one.
Because you know I did.
Baby girl. Baby girl. Since my situation, I added it back and was like going through it with him there and be like, because you know I can find somebody else. Oh, look, I already got a match. What you mean?
What you mean?
What you
to the
mean?
left, to the left.
I got a match. So we about to meet up on Friday. So get your shit together. Or
right. Or this is about to take place. Which one do you want?
Which one? Like, so being someone who's actually done that shit.
Right.
Like, I know how easy it is. But then, like, I finally got to the point. Like, I'm an old ass woman. I finally came to the point in my life.
You up there?
Yeah, I'm getting there. Where I was just like, you know what? Everyone is gonna have their shit, and you have to decide whose shit you're willing to deal with.
Absolutely.
And not harmful shit now. Not poison. But like whose mess are you willing to deal with and help pray through and grow through it to get to the next level. But for me, there's got to be evidence of change and willingness to grow.
Yeah. So, in essence, no to the disrespect, no to the abuse, no to all of that is harming you, your soul, your mind, your physical body. All of that is time to let it go.
Because who has said, because I know I have, sat in the bed feeling crazy, like, what's wrong with me? Or why isn't this working?
Yes.
Right, and where it's something that was never supposed to work anyways.
Oh, that's so good.
And I loved something that I was reading when we were preparing for the show that said, find the lesson in this. Like, when you're trying to heal and get better, figure out what this situation was trying to teach you so that you can close the door and move the fuck on.
So that's a good segue into how to let go.
We ain't got the answers.
We ain't got the answers, but we got a couple of suggestions.
Because I haven't let stuff go sometimes when I knew I was supposed to.
Clearly, you still want to fight the girl in Oklahoma.
Let it go. Let it go. God, forgive us. Forgive her. Forgive me for wanting to beat her ass.
I was like, you just gonna ask for forgiveness for her and not yourself?
Come on, Lord.
Lord help. But how to let it go? My suggestion would be cold turkey. Cut it off. Cut it off. It's hard. It is the hardest thing, but cold turkey means giving space.
Block them on every social media, sis.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's hard because you know you want to check.
Look, that's hard, and I ain't even going through that right now. Like,
but I can relate. I can remember.
Feel it. I felt that thing.
Yeah. Block everything. Block the numbers.
Well, here, let me say this though.
Block it.
Block. Here's the thing. My therapist, because I was telling her, I was like, I think I'm just gonna block him, and she was like, okay, but you're still gonna have to deal with it at some point anyway, you know. And so I was like, dang, you're so right. So I thought, okay, I'm going to have to block him when he calls or when he texts, and not just rely on my phone to like block him, but actually have to block him myself. And it was actually kind of empowering, to be like, no, thank you. I'm good. I'm better than what you were treating me like.
Yes. So, until you step it the fuck up.
Right. I'm done.
Yeah.
So I think, but going cold turkey. But sometimes you do have to go ahead and like for real social media. Mm-hmm. Now you can definitely turn some settings on and off to where you don't see that person.
Right. You can mute.
Yeah, you can mute that person. So I would definitely suggest when you're letting it go, like you let it go and try your best. And a good thing, or one thing that you might want to have when going through this, is a good community of friends.
Yes,
a good community of friends that will keep you busy, keep you booked and busy,
so you're not drunk dialing.
And then that kind of goes to the one that we hate to hear, but like, work on yourself during this time.
Oh my God, I hate that.
We said that in one of our shows. We're like, just work on you. I've been working on me
since the last 30 years. What you mean?
I've been working on me since I enrolled in elementary school.
I'm a full project. I'm done. I'm complete. Come on now. I need somebody who's willing to put the work in.
Yes. But during this time when you let go, it is time to focus on you. Like, literally, if you have to go to a therapist, go to a therapist. Start working out. Like, find something that you want to, that you're a goal. Like, just find something that you're interested in. Like, just keep yourself busy.
This is the time to get revenge fine. This is the time where you work out, you eat good. When I got my divorce, that's the skinniest I had been in forever, just because I was stressed out and wasn't eating. But then also I was doing insanity. I was doing everything else, and like, and it made me feel good, and it kind of gave me back my confidence too, because I had forgotten who I was during that period. Right. So I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Right.
I'm still somebody.
And you know what it makes me think of? Beyonce and Jay-Z, right? So Beyonce comes with some fire when she done gone through some shit with her husband. You know what I'm saying? Because she was like, let me put this energy into my project.
Right.
And I think that's how we have to be. Let me put my energy into my business, or into my hobbies, or into volunteering. Like, let me put that energy somewhere else. Because best believe, because this is what my mama told me, honey.
All right.
You over here crying over him, and he ain't crying over you.
He done, because
he's hanging with his boys. They playing video games.
Like, and men have a different type of healing period. Yeah. So in the beginning, he like, whatever, what the fuck, I'm good. And then, like, it's weeks later or months later that it hits him that, oh shit, I messed up a really good thing, and I'm going to try to come back. So yeah, why you crying?
Child, that's proof right there. I got the proof.
He living. I know that story. He's living his best life. So you know what? You start to live yours. And if that's you taking an eat, pray, live trip, go travel the world. Go do something fun with your girls or whatever it is.
Right. Even in that time, you still have to allow yourself to feel. We're not saying, like, disregard your feelings. There may be times, like, Kim knows when I was going through my breakup. If y'all can see how she's looking at me right
now. I'm glad we didn't go live.
The way she looked at me right now, it just said it all, like, child, yes, because you was tripping.
Yeah, I had to mute Krystal a couple times, like, not today, girl. Not today. Okay, let me answer, because I don't know what's going on. What's up, girl? What's up?
But there were times where my friends had to say, Krystal, you can cry these few days, but bruh, if you don't pull it together,
we going out Saturday now.
We going out, so pull it together, gather it on up. So I mean, it's okay to cry those few days, right? Like,
no, totally. Like, full disclosure, I had those days of laying in bed and like, I'm not getting up. Yeah. I'm not getting out of this bed because I need to feel the weight of everything. I'm disappointed.
Right.
I am sad. I am heartbroken. And that is okay. Those are natural feelings. But like you said, you got to feel it, and then you're able to move like past it and move through it. You know what I mean?
And this is okay, even if this person wasn't a boyfriend in my eyes. Like, because sometimes you're dating someone and you really like them and you get disappointed.
Hell yeah.
And once you get disappointed over and over again, you're just like, throw me a bone, Jesus.
Right, because then at that point, it's not even just that person. It's the whole situation of like, Lord, nobody want me.
Right. Right. Which goes into the next point, which is stop being maybe like saying like the victim. You know, playing that role like, why me? Why not? You know, why again? This always happens to me. And then your focus is now not on you getting better, but you having negative thoughts of what you don't have or what you didn't have. And a lot of times when we go through that, it's kind of like we start comparing ourselves. Like, he probably wants a girl that's XYZ.
Right.
You know, why am I not good enough? And it's just like, really, it's not you. That person just wasn't meant for you. And doesn't make him a bad person, doesn't make you a bad person, unless he was like beating you or something like that.
Then
he's
the nigga's
a total
trash.
asshole, and he needs
terrible.
to go to jail. But anyways,
but we digress. We
digress. If it's just like one of those situations, you're just like, we're not clicking. It's time to let this go. Like, we're not on the same page. We're not on the same wave. Hey, let it go. Have your feels, but don't get so deep into it. Because I was there. Like, why not me? Like, I'm this and I'm that. And, you know.
It's happening for all my friends. And why is it happening for me? Yeah. And it's like, it's so easy to get into your feels. But, like, I know this though. Once you let that person go, like, you know, that wasn't everything for you, you open yourself up to the one that is everything.
And that's why it's important to let it go.
And heal. So you don't fuck that one up.
Yes, definitely heal. So discover the lesson that's there. You know, like, well, did I stay in that too long? I saw the red flags early. You know, like, learn what you could have done better and that you will do better. And look for those signs that, oh, he said that. Now, next time when somebody says that, I'm not going to fall for it.
Exactly.
For one example for me is I'm deucing out on somebody is when I'm asking, like, hey, are you looking to, like, what are you looking for? And they're like, you know, I mean, if something happened, then it happened. You know, I mean, I ain't really looking for anything like, you know, like, but if it happened, you know what? No, I
need a nigga with a purpose.
I need you to have some intentions, okay?
Like, I need you to know what you want out of life.
So there, I said I got to go, and I did not waste my time. So, with all that being said, stay positive.
Yeah.
Love on yourself.
Yeah.
Be good to yourself. Give yourself that time.
Trust your instinct. Trust your gut. Because your gut, a lot of times I feel like our gut tells us something. And we turn it off and we be like, nah, that's just indigestion.
Yes.
But it's your gut, your instinct trying to let you know that, hey, maybe this isn't the best for you. So really hone in and listen to that too, so you can make the best decisions.
Good. That's so good. Yeah. Listen to your gut and that women's intuition.
Yeah, because we got it.
We got it. We be knowing, and we just stay in it.
I'll be putting it on mute, like, oh, not today.
Yeah, and then before you know it, it's been 6-8 years, and you with somebody.
Now you burning up their car,
right? Now you lighting their clothes on fire. And you should have been gone a long time ago. So, hey, 2019, we're not wasting any time. You need to find and look for the signs if they are there. Some things are worth working out, though. You know?
That is a thing.
That is a thing. It's not always time to let go. We're not saying after you listen to this, go to your man because you like, oh, this is a sign. I need to let him go. Like, no.
Well, have you prayed about it, sis?
Pray about it. Pray for discernment.
Yeah, pray about it. And then if it's your husband, give it a little bit more time maybe and add involve.
Girl, yeah, if it's a husband, we talking to boyfriend, girlfriends for the most part on this. But if it's your husband, you know, y'all said till death do you part.
So figure out what's the death of you. Because it ain't always got to be the physical death. But if it's the death of your finances, run, bitch, run.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say, Chris.
That's all I got. That's it. I mean, I think that was a very good topic.
I feel really good about that. What do you guys want us to talk about? Make sure you send us a DM, email us. We would love to talk about your conversation on the show. If you have questions that you would like us to answer, we'll keep you anonymous, maybe. And
then I want to know, guys, when do guys let girls go? That's a good question.
What's the signs, fellas?
Yeah, when she crazy, when she
the
first what's the first sign of crazy? Like her eye be twitching when she drinking margaritas, because that's Kim right now. That's when
she just show up to your job unannounced, whatever. I'm just surprising you, baby.
Yes, I'm taking you to lunch. She be like, nah, you ain't.
How you find out where I work?
I ain't even told you where I work.
That's a smart girl.
Yeah,
that's a good girl right there.
She works on the police force or something. Detective.
Make sure y'all tune in. Every week we got a new episode for you guys. Make sure you follow, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff at the Charm School Show. We're on everything, right? Yeah. iTunes,
Spotify, Podbean. Did you just say all those?
Yeah, no, I didn't say it, but you've been drinking? I'm just me.
I'm sorry. I was forward thinking, okay, what am I going to say after Kim?
We got to go, y'all. It's time to go.
It's been a long day. Okay, we will see you guys next time.
Bye, guys.